You are a warrior.
Vintage Radio.SG summons our weekend warrior. Our listeners take over the airwaves.
The warrior must come out.
Our Weekend Warrior series.
The warrior, the story, the songs. The Weekend Warrior.
Only on Vintage Radio.SG.
Bring out your inner warrior.
Well, it's Weekend Warrior time right here on Vintage Radio.SG, and guess what? I've got a very colourful young gentleman in front of me.
Oh dear.
Jimmy Yap is his name, and this year he's just 75 years young, happily retired and travelling the world, right?
Yeah.
So, well, okay.
Yeah.
So, while we were chatting before the show, you were telling me that you actually have this thing about wanting to travel to 100 over countries.
Yes.
What's your target?
My target is 130.
130.
Yeah,
Why this magic?
130,
Why
yeah.
this magic number, lah?
No, I've been to 107 countries so far.
Wow.
And I thought, you can't see the whole world, which is actually 195 countries.
So 130
So
cukup lah.
130 is just a target.
Enough,
which
lah.
I
Okay.
can just-
For now, for the time being.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
good. Okay, well, Jimmy, you know what? I'm going to
Yeah.
start off with a little bit of history from you. You were born back in 1948.
Yes.
And
Actually, it's
that's-
also on Christmas Day. that I
Christmas
was
Day
born in.
some more. Wow.
Yeah, I was lucky because I escaped the NS by 1 week.
Oh, okay, because those who born 1949
yeah,
onwards have
yeah.
to go and do national service.
Yeah,
lah.
correct. But it might be fun if I did join the army, but my career would have been so totally changed. Huh?
Yeah, I
And
suppose so.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to more adventures. In my travel.
Right. Yeah. So back in the day, you were
Yes.
mentioning that you missed out on the first batch of national service guys, and those would have
Yeah.
been trained by the Israelis. Lah.
Correct.
Wow.
Correct.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've just heard stories, but that one, the training damn siong.
Yeah, I think that was the toughest because when the Israelis were sent here, and when nobody in Singapore has done national service before,
Yeah.
so you are trained by the toughest army in the world.
And they have seen war. I mean, these are veterans of war, right?
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
will tell
yeah,
you,
yeah. Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Lots of stories.
Heard
Okay,
from my classmates, they suffered. Yeah, correct.
is it?
Yeah.
Speaking of classmates, where did you go for to school?
I went to ACS. Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
a very good school, but I'm a dropout actually.
Okay, so you got street smarts. So you finish? Did you
Yeah.
finish your education? Like
Yeah, I have only GC O levels.
Right.
Yeah, most of my classmates went to pre-university and then to university.
So you kind of
Yeah.
dropped off after O levels, or not
yeah.
drop out lah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so-
okay. I started earning money.
Oh, okay.
From very young.
That's important, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know at that time, right?
Correct,
How big is your
yeah.
family?
Yeah, there are 7 of us. I'm in the middle.
You're in the middle.
Yeah, I have 2 elder brothers,
Mm-hmm.
2 younger brothers,
Mhm.
1 elder sis and 1 younger sis who lives
Wow,
in
so
Houston now.
it's like, wow, really midway and then 2 plus 1, and after that 2 plus 1 again.
Yeah, then after my mother passed away, my father had another kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 7 plus 1.
Wow. So that's a big family.
yeah.
Okay. So back in the day, since you were born 1948, right? What's life for you like? Where did you grow up in?
Yeah, actually I was born in my father's shop house
Shop? Wow.
on the Christmas day.
Okay.
Wasn't born in the manger.
Right. Okay.
On the Christmas. But it so happened that it's in Northbridge Road,
Uh-huh.
directly opposite this Bugis Junction.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right.
So then nearby is Hainanese district.
Uh-huh.
Middle is called Hainan Street number 1. Then you have Purvis Street number 2, Sia Street number 3.
Right.
Yeah. So that area is close to the Capitol Cinema,
Mm.
close to the beach area.
So was it like decided that you're not going to be born in a hospital, but just at
Yeah, I
home?
think
Or
they
are
were
you like
short of hospital beds at that time. So
right?
yeah, midwife
Okay.
came to deliver me.
Oh, I see.
It
Okay.
was something like 1 something a.m.
Wow.
Hard
So
work
they're
for
on
the-
call, then you just
Yeah,
come
for
here
them,
deliver. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy, the thing is, I noticed that you've been at a lot of events, some of our events as well, and
Yes,
you're into
yes.
music as well, and I can see from your playlist here, it's
Yeah.
wonderful. So let's get started on that.
Yeah.
This is from 1957. It's from Chuck Berry.
Yes.
Rock and roll music.
Just let me hear some of that rock and roll music. Any old way you choose it. It's got a backbeat, you can't lose it. Any old time you use it. It's gotta be rock and roll music. If you wanna dance with me. If you wanna dance with me. I have no kick against modern jazz, unless they try to play it too darn fast and change the beauty of the melody until it sounds just like a symphony. That's why I go for that rock and roll music. Any old way you choose it. It's got a backbeat, you can't lose it. Any old time you use it. It's gotta be rock and roll music. If you wanna dance with me. If you wanna dance with me. I took my loved one over across the tracks so she could hear my man a wailing sax. I must admit they have a rockin' band. Man, they were blowing like a hurricane. That's why I go for that rock and roll music. Any old way you choose it. It's got a backbeat, you can't lose it. Any old time you use it. It's gotta be rock and roll music. If you wanna dance with me. If you wanna dance with me. Way down south they gave a jubilee. The Dutchy folks, they had a jamboree. They're drinking home from a wooden cup. The folks dancing got all shook up and started playing that rock and roll music. Any old way you choose it. It's got a backbeat, you can't lose it. Any old time you use it. It's gotta be rock and roll music. If you wanna dance with me. If you wanna dance with me. Don't care to hear them play a tango. I'm in the mood to dig a mambo. It's way too early for the Congo. So keep a rocking that piano, so I can hear some of that rock and roll music. Any old way you choose it. It's got a backbeat, you can't lose it. Any old time you use it. It's gotta be rock and roll music. If you wanna dance with me. If you wanna dance with me.
Ah, you are a warrior.
Vintage Radio.SG.
I wanna be free, like the bluebirds flying by me, like the waves out on the blue sea. If your love has to tie me, don't try me, say goodbye. I wanna be free. Don't say you love me, say you like me. But when I need you beside me, stay close enough to guide me, confide in me. Whoa, whoa. I wanna hold your hand, walk along the sand, laughing in the sun, always having fun, doing all those things without any strings to tie me down. I wanna be free, like the warm September wind, babe. Say you'll always be my friend, babe. We can make it to the end, babe. Again, babe, I've gotta say, I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free.
Well, that's from the Monkees from 1966. I Wanna Be Free, song choice of our weekend warrior, Jimmy Yap. So, Jimmy, why this song? I mean, okay lah, you want to travel, you want to be free lah.
Yes, yeah.
Brilliant. Like I mentioned earlier,
Yes.
I've seen you at a lot of events or music things, and then you like to go up and sing as well.
Yeah,
You're definitely into music.
Yeah.
What got you started into music itself? I mean, like, what was the first thing? Boom, you were listening to radio or somebody performed for you or what?
Yeah, we started in the early days of the rediffusion with Larry Lai.
Right. Oh, okay.
My father had such a rediffusion set in
Yeah.
a shop house.
So that's the silver channel lah.
Yeah, then we were listening to the top tunes of the week and so many other
Right,
programs.
right.
But the real singing started in Keppel Golf Club, where I am a member until today. So some 20 years ago, there always used to be a Friday night when they have a live band.
Uh-huh.
The leader of the band noticed me singing in the karaoke,
Right.
and he encouraged me to go and sing live with his band
Oh.
on the last set.
Right. So when
so-
everybody drunk radio,
Nobody will know all the mistake I made anyway.
But it was fun, and I
yeah.
suppose you enjoyed that.
Yeah, of course. Then that gave me the guts
Ah,
to go and sing the following week.
right.
And then also to outside events, open mic or
Right.
or some when you are traveling, sometimes the tour guide asks you to sing with some bands in the streets in Mexico or whatever.
Wow. So you really got a lot of chance and opportunity to just perform and sing lah.
Yes. Actually, my main fun that I had actually is singing with buskers overseas.
Oh,
Can be in Croatia, London.
right. And these
and-
buskers are all actually very talented.
Yeah,
aren't they?
very, very. They are actually professionals. Most of them are professionals. A
But
few-
then 看不价 lah.
I think over there they,
Yeah.
they do make some money
Right.
when you are the top.
Mhm.
Of course, I can't compare them with Singapore after COVID and so on. Okay.
Many things can't be compared in that way, I suppose. Music somehow in Singapore, you know, you can't make a living for most people, right? It's not that easy.
Yeah, it's quite a tough market.
Coming back to you, I mean, you picked up singing in your 50s,
Yeah, until today, I never had a formal singing lesson.
right?
And yeah, there's some people who notice that. I will make comments in my videos.
Sticks and stones. So the thing is this, right? Back in the day, after you finish school, or you
Yes.
drop off,
Yes.
so then what was your first job?
Yeah, I was working in Jurong shipyard
Oh,
as a hull fitter. I was a trainee
right.
with a team of 7 of us. So there's always a supervisor leading you to do some repairs, and maybe I have to carry the coffee or some heavy
Right.
stuff for them.
Oh, okay. All right.
But that's how I grew up.
So that's your
And I
first
made
job
some
lah.
money for myself.
Mm.
My parents, they were suffering at the time when there were 7 of us.
Right.
Some are in university and some are schooling.
I would imagine it's not that easy, right? With 7 kids back in the day.
Yeah. In those days, the British were pulling out of Singapore.
Right.
Yeah, so they were the largest employer. Life was quite tough actually. Yeah. So, but fortunately, I made my way from working as a clerk in a chemical company,
Right.
and I rose to the managing director.
Wow. From
Of
zero
Asia
to
Pacific,
hero. My goodness. Okay, let's
Yeah.
get back to your music
Okay.
first. And you selected something from Eduardo Capua, if I got the name right. He's the writer of the song
Yes,
from
yes,
1989.
yes.
You know, Italian songs are so
Yeah.
beautiful, and quite a lot of them have been translated into English songs,
Yes.
right? And this one, of course, is O Sole Mio.
Yeah, O Sole Mio means my sunshine.
Mm.
This is a song that whenever I travel to Europe for sales conferences, and I always hear my Italian colleagues singing this song. It's
Right.
almost like their national
No
day
lah,
song.
it's the love song where go and get the woman all like
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, we're gonna play the Mario Lanza version for everybody.
Okay.
How's that?
Yeah, that would be very good. I must say, good choice.
Che bella cosa, una giornata sole, un'aria serena dopo una tempesta, per l'aria fresca, pare già una festa. Che bella cosa una giornata sole, ma tu sola più bella in me, oh sola mia, sto in fronte a te, oh sola mia, sto in fronte a te, sto in fronte a te. Ma sto in fronte a te, oh sole mia, sto in fronte a te, sto in fronte
The Weekend Warrior.
Vintage Radio.SG.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Woly Bully. Watch it now, watch it. Here it come, here it come. Watch it now, he get you. Had it, gold, had it. About the thing she saw. That two big horn and the woolly dog. Woly Bully. Woly Bully. That's right. Woly Bully. Woly Bully. Woly Bully. Had it, gold, had it. Let don't take no chance. Let not be L7. Come and learn to dance. Woly Bully. Woly Bully. Woly Bully. Woly Bully. Woly Bully. Watch it now, watch it, watch it, watch it. Right, right, right. Had it, gold, had it. That's the thing to do. Get you someone really woolly wool with you. Woly Bully. Woly Bully. Woly Bully. Woly Bully. Woly Bully. Watch it now, watch it. Here you go. You got it, you got it.
Woly Bully by Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs back in 1964. And Jimmy, I know you've got a story to tell me.
Yeah, okay. Actually, this song, Woly Bully, is also one of my favorites. Whenever I'm in a party, some band boys who knew me, they will take this song, as almost a last song to get everybody
Woly
jumping
Bully.
about.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice, infectious song, right?
But many people didn't know the name Woly Bully
Uh-huh.
is the name of the cat that belongs to the singer and writer of this song.
Really?
Yeah, he's a Texan Mexican, actually.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Right, coming back to you, Jimmy. So first job in the shipyard, then after that you went into your second job, and that's where you stayed lah.
Actually, from I started working as a clerk.
Right.
Yeah, with $150 salary per month.
Okay, that's like just enough lah.
Yeah, in those days,
In
it
those
was
days,
quite a
yeah,
standard
yeah.
salary.
Right,
for
right.
people who just finish Sec 4.
Starting and off and all that, like yeah.
But of course, you have to work your way up from a clerk to a junior sales rep.
Right.
Yeah,
So
and
that's the
then-
progression lah.
Yeah.
So then you entered sales, and then I suppose you did well, very well.
Okay. I'm so glad that my life turned out this way.
Yeah. So you actually did a lot of traveling as well, right?
Yes, I work for Swedish company, German company, and Dutch companies. They sell very diverse type of chemicals, some from paints to plastics to
Right.
cosmetics, detergents,
Wow.
rubber. I learned a lot from them in my corporate world that I spend so much time with. I grew to even be the representative for Asia Pacific.
Wow.
At one point, I even covered 16 countries from Singapore.
So that means basically you just travel, you don't come back to Singapore, one country.
Actually,
macam tour lah.
sometimes I come back after 1 week.
Ah.
Then the following week, I'm off again.
Wow.
Yeah, there are times I travel 2 to 3 weeks in one go.
So your air miles must be like very,
yeah,
very papa
in
already
those days,
lah.
I was flying business class all the time.
Then
and,
some more your what PPS and super PPS and all that lah. Wow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
nice. So, what was the furthest you would have traveled for your work?
For work, actually, I cover up to Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Yeah, of course, Australia, New Zealand. So New
Right.
Zealand, you take 12 hours to fly there.
Wow,
non-stop.
that must be a backbreaker, right?
Yeah. Then if you want to go to Japan, from Singapore, it's 6 hours.
Not so bad lah.
Yeah, so the area I covered
Right.
on the map of the world, and it's just quite a substantial.
Where the Europeans and the Americans all don't want to go on lah, the Australian.
Yeah. You like what you say?
Let our boy go.
Correct. That's why countries like China in the early days,
Right,
it was
right.
like a hardship place to go. But today, China is booming so much.
Yeah, it's
so modern.
Definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
but you do still see a little bit of the
Yeah.
past there, right?
Yes. In some when I have to cover China, I have to go to the interior as well, right?
Right.
Yeah. So it's totally different from the first tier cities by
Yeah.
the coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go as far as into Xinjiang.
So these are the places where the toilet not so established one lah.
Yeah,
You have to go
in those
there.
days, but now they have changed.
Yeah.
They have even installed the most modern toilet. You were shocked.
You go
around
down,
the world.
macam got bidet in the
Yeah,
kampung.
we used to, if you travel into a place like Xinjiang, up in the mountains, your tour bus will just stop by the hillside and then you just pee down the hill.
Right. Yeah,
So
okay.
sometimes ladies are at the back of the bus and men are in the front of the bus.
Okay, that would be fun. All right, let's
Yeah.
move on with more music now. And your taste is still very, how would I call it? Eclectic. Not say eclectic, more Spanish influence.
Yeah, Besame Mucho. Yeah, I always remember doing this song in Spain, and in the very old restaurant, the oldest restaurant in the world, which is still family run. Actually, it's 300 years old,
Wow.
run by the same family. And
Over the generations.
yeah, and it's called Botin, Botin, and the same family are still running the show. And then they got the Guinness World Record as the world's oldest restaurant that is still operating under the same family.
Wow. Okay. We're going to listen to this song right now and
Yes.
imagine that we are there.
Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Piensa que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte, perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a mí. Piensa que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de ti. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte, perderte después. Que tengo miedo perderte, perderte después.
Bésame,
Que tengo miedo perderte.
bésame,
No te vayas, mi amor,
bésame,
Estaré lejos de ti.
bésame,
Quiero tenerte muy cerca.
bésame.
Vintage Radio.SG.
Bring out your inner warrior.
Oh, when the sun beats down and burns the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot, you wish your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah, on a blanket with my baby's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be making love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. From the park you hear the happy sounds of a carousel. You can almost taste the hot dogs and french fries they sell. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby, it's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be making love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk. On a blanket with my baby's where I'll be. Under the boardwalk, out of the sun. Under the boardwalk, we'll be having some fun. Under the boardwalk, people walking above. Under the boardwalk, we'll be falling in love. Under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
That's Under the Boardwalk by the Drifters from 1964. Song choice of Jimmy Yap, our weekend warrior who has traveled to 107 countries. Whoa, I'm jealous, lor. I'm going to ask you this, right, Jimmy?
Yes.
You've covered a lot of countries for work.
Yes.
Where is the one place you will always look forward to? Like, if you have to go there or you make any kind of reason just to go there for
All right.
business. Where would that place be?
Okay, for me, I will pick Shanghai.
Huh.
Yeah, because I also cover China
Of
from
course.
Singapore regional office.
Mm.
Eventually, I was actually posted there for 3.5 years.
Wow.
And it was the first time I was posted to a overseas country where
Right,
they have
right.
the 4 seasons.
Right.
And Shanghai, is really the pulse of the business.
Not Beijing.
Beijing, I think some other businesses.
But for you,
is,
will be
very
Shanghai
big
lah.
in Beijing. Like if you are doing a mobile phone, all the regulators are there in Beijing.
Right,
But
right.
most of the regional offices are actually either in Hong Kong or in Shanghai. So it's a very dynamic and very cosmopolitan city. I love that actually, and
So,
there's
okay,
so much progress there.
I've got to ask you this question. So
Yes,
did you go
please.
to the Bande and sing Shanghai dance?
Yeah. Of course I did.
Oh, really? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that is
yeah,
a joke, but you really went there. Long really? Wow.
I think over the bun, you have the both sides. One side is the modern city,
yeah.
in across the river on the old side.
Right.
Yeah, it's the bun is where all the action is.
So you got what? Pudong and Puxi, is it? Is
Yeah,
that what
yeah.
that-
It's
okay.
there's the pool is the river. So it separates the east and the west.
Right.
Yeah, Dong is the east. Yeah.
Wow. I still remember the one trip that I did make to Shanghai for work.
Yes.
And it was for a conference, right?
Yeah.
And the place wasn't built that well. I mean, wasn't ready lah. But
Correct.
overnight, suddenly everywhere you see the plants come out lah.
Yeah,
everything. They're like super fast, super efficient.
Correct.
When they have to lah.
Yeah, actually, China is just marvel. They,
Yeah.
In 5 years, you can't recognize the city anymore. If you go back. now.
Yeah, that's true. Wow. Okay, so from the one city that you would love to go to, and in fact you
Yeah.
went to all the time, right? And you got
Yes.
posted there. Where's the one city
Yeah.
that you were like, I must go again? Yeah, don't want lah. Is there such a place?
Yeah. I don't think I can say that because I know it's there's some cities. It's,
Right.
If you go there, it's like a lot of hassle for some people.
Right.
But I find that even in such cities, like in Bangladesh and Dhaka, for example,
Right.
you will be surprised. Yeah, there are some very rich people. They have also a very luxurious life.
Right.
They own all kinds of businesses from shipping to banks to
Yeah,
whatever.
and everything
Then,
else.
then you can have all these modern comforts.
Right.
And then you have the old part, which is very interesting for tourists because it's like going back to in Singapore 50 years ago.
Yeah. So okay lah, you don't really have a place because you don't want to like say, yeah, after they don't welcome me there anymore.
No. As long as there's no war that you have to run away from,
Okay,
then
all
it's
right.
okay.
Okay, we're gonna go with more music right now, and
Yeah.
you selected this one. I think it's a great song by the Animals, 1969.
Yeah.
Any reason
yeah.
for this song, "The House of the Rising Sun"?
Yeah, this is a song that during our school days, you will hear all the guitarists playing this song.
Oh,
They
this
are
is
playing
every-
this solo, right?
Ah.
So every guitarist seems to play this song, and then later on, I found out that it's actually named after a prison. Yeah, the House of the Rising Sun.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun.
Radio.SG.
The warrior must come out.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, yeah.
Louis Armstrong, what a wonderful world. The song choice of Jimmy, our weekend warrior. And it's a nice way to go into the fact that you have traveled to 107 countries. Oh, bertahan leh. I'm so jealous leh. Wow.
Okay.
So you've been retired for 15 years.
Yes.
And you did most of your traveling to make that 107
Yeah.
in the last 15 years lah.
In the beginning, I was quite a poor guy and a low salary. I couldn't
Right,
even afford to travel.
Mm.
For example, I've never taken a plane to even Kuala Lumpur.
Mhm.
And then suddenly, when I was working, my boss asked me to go to Germany as a first trip
Wow.
overseas on the plane. I have to even get help from a German lady seated next to me how to put on the seatbelt and
Wow, so swaku ah.
and she has to hold my hand when I was shivering because of all the
right.
turbulence.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So that was
So-
your experience, your first experience flying lah.
Yes, correct. Then eventually the travel bug got into me.
Right,
That
right.
after my retirement, my first mission was to go and see the world. Because when you are working, you just go and see a customer, then you fly back again.
Yeah, especially when there's no time lah.
Yeah. Then there's nothing like when you are totally free, to enjoy your retirement.
Right.
But of course, each person have their own interests. Some are not interested to travel long distances. But I'm always looking forward to those faraway countries,
Right.
like Peru, Antarctica.
Wow.
Yeah, I did some exotic tours,
Right.
like Trans-Siberia,
Oh my
from
goodness.
Beijing to Moscow, train journey of 8,000 kilometers.
哇，佩服你，佩服你！哇I would probably like halfway through that going like, 哎，闲了嘞，and tiring 嘞。
Oh, no. Actually, we had lots of fun because it was quite a luxurious train. And then we were also singing, along the corridor of the train in the
Right.
morning.
So you went with friends or you made friends when you were there?
Yeah, actually, we have about 10 of us in a group. But
Right.
we also went on board, and the train was about 300 people.
Right.
There was another group from Singapore using another travel agent,
Right.
and then we met up and became very close friends after that. Yeah.
Wow. So this is
Yeah.
just like the traveling friends lah.
Yeah. So until today, we are still very close friends actually.
Wow.
And we also went traveling to other countries now.
So I hope they're listening in, going like, "Wow, this one Jimmy, yeah, man, we went down there. This fella can sing lah. On the train, sing from Mongolia to ayo."
Yeah, I'm quite thick-skinned as a salesman before.
Well, I mean, look, if you feel like singing and you want to sing and you don't care, then enjoy yourself. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? People say, "Well,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's about enjoying yourself, isn't it? Just be
Yeah.
free lah.
Yeah, the fun is I learned to sing Spanish song by heart.
Oh.
Yeah, then I remember in Cuba, the tour guide, he was trying to ask one of the bands to let me sing as a Singapore tourist.
Right.
Then the band leader told him, "Oh, we only play Spanish songs." He said, "Oh
Right.
yeah, but this guy, he can also speak Spanish."
Ah, okay.
That's why I started with the Besabe Mucho,
Right. Then
which
they
I
all-
learned from him actually.
Yeah, so after that, macam respect. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, Singapore,
yeah.
boleh.
Yeah, but the fun is that I wrote some of the lyrics
Mm.
on the chorus especially, which I cannot remember by heart. So I wrote it on the this booklet called 555.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, you can buy
Yeah.
20 cents for each copy.
Right.
And that was a booklet that I had it in my pocket.
Huh.
So I took it out when they came to the chorus.
Right.
To sing that song.
Wow. Okay. Let's get back to the music. I know this is definitely a song that you can sing.
Yes.
El Condo Pasa.
Oh yeah, okay. El Condo Pasa. Yeah, it means the voucher passes. I always remember this voucher that I met in Mongolia actually. That was on the journey to Russia actually. We stopped over in Mongolia, and this voucher is like the wingspan is over 2 meters,
Wow.
and it was 17 kilos.
Well,
in
don't
weight.
play, man. This one.
Yeah, and then I have to hold it in my arms. And they had to use their sheepskin to
Right.
protect my arm actually.
From the talents. Wow.
I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. Yes, I would. If I could, I surely would. I'd rather be a hammer than a nail. Yes, I would. sail away like a swan that's here and gone. A man gets tied up to the ground. He gives the world its saddest sound, its saddest sound. I'd rather be a forest than a street. Yes, I would. If I could, I surely would. I'd rather feel the earth beneath my feet. Yes, I would. If I only could, I surely would.
Well, once again, that's Simon and Garfunkel with El Condo Pasa. No, that's not what the vulture makes. Okay, never mind. Jimmy's song choice. And Jimmy, I'd like to ask you,
Yes.
since you're such a big, huge traveler with 107 destinations under your belt, your target is 130. Where is your next destination?
Actually, I like to go to the Caribbean islands.
Oh,
Yeah, very romantic, right?
Yeah.
And there are many islands, but the only one I visited so far actually is Cuba.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cuba.
But Cuba, yeah. So they have nice music, nice weather,
yes,
lots of good seafood, lots of historical things
Yeah,
to
yeah.
look at.
definitely.
Yeah, but it's always in my dream. Remember those days when you were singing "Island in the
Islands in the sun.
in the sun"? Yeah.
Islands in the
This is my island in the sun.
Right.
So from countries like that, Jamaica, your songs like Jamaica Farewell,
Right.
you learn all these kind of songs, in the very early days, the
Yeah.
fusion days. Is it?
So you'll be listening to this while you're traveling there, like getting ready to go.
Yeah. Actually, it's in my dream. It's some people call it the bucket list, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, call it whatever, man. Just go.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if you were to prioritize,
Mhm.
right, where would be the one place you must go to in that 130 that your target is, right? Which is the one place you must go?
Yeah, actually, for me, I've been to quite a lot of countries.
Oh, wow. No, it's only 107. What?
My favorite destination is actually in Peru, where this Machu Picchu. The
Not Pikachu,
citadel. Over there, over there is. I love this culture. Always felt it's one of the wonders of the world. Anyway, Machu Picchu. So it's always been in my heart that I have to go back there again.
Right.
So I've been there twice, and I don't mind going the third time.
So this is not going to count in that 107 plus area because you've been there.
Yeah,
lah.
no. Yeah. Actually, after the 100,
Okay, so
not
when
20
you-
more, I must
yeah.
go back to Machu Picchu. somehow.
Okay, so that
Yeah.
one is encore performance.
Okay. I also sang there, Machu Picchu. Yeah.
Wow.
A lot. It's very happening there. They are singing Spanish songs to other pop songs, English. And I just remember I was taken by one of the famous band leader, pub hopping.
Wow.
Yeah, and then in the different parts of Peru, actually. And some in the mountains and some in the city. So I always treasure all the friendship that I made over there.
And you're still in touch with them. Lah.
Yes, until in touch on WhatsApp with them. And
Okay, so that means for your show, everybody's listening to you now. Lah. They're like from all over the world going, oh, this one, Jimmy, I know, he traveled from Singapore, can sing Spanish songs.
Yeah. Actually, the most fans that I have is through Gip Ojisan, the Japanese YouTuber who is based in Singapore.
Right.
So some of the videos where I appeared with him has a viewership of over 190,000 people.
So you are our YouTube star lah. Well, Jimmy, thank you so much for taking time to be here with us and sharing your experiences.
Yes,
You know,
thank
I
you.
wish you all the best, and I really hope you can do your 130 at least. And then if you can do more,
Yeah.
please come back and let us know.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm really greatly honored to be on the radio station for the first time in my life.
Well, the honor is
and
ours.
thank you, Aloysius. Yeah, thank
The
you.
honor is ours. Okay, we're going to close off with this song by the Platters, Only You. That's your selection as well.
Yes.
So, again, Jimmy, all the very best to you.
Thank you.
Happy travels.
Only you can make all this world seem right. Only you can make the darkness bright. Only you and you alone can thrill me like you do, and to fill my heart with love for only you. Only you can to make all this change in me. For it's true, you are my destiny. When you hold my hand, I understand the magic that you do. You're my dream come true, my one and only you. Only you can make all this change in me. For it's true, you are my destiny. When you hold my hand, I understand the magic that you do. You're my dream come true, my one and only you.
Be a DJ for a day on Vintage Radio SG. If you're interested in being our weekend warrior, WhatsApp us at 8846 8849 or email us info@VintageRadio.SG. The mic's all yours as you take over the Vintage Radio stream.
The Weekend Warrior.
Vintage Radio SG.